Hello guys, how are you today? Today I'll actually be making a fleece hat and a fleece scarf. We'll be doing the scarf first. So this is a meter of a fabric. I got it at 24 rand. It's currently winter in South Africa, so I want to make a hat and a scarf for myself and my little one. So this is a meter. The length is 60 inches and the breadth is 45 inches. So the dimension of what I'll be cutting is 20 inches by 60 inches. So the full length of the fleece, 60 inches, and then I'll be cutting 20 inches width. Do you get me? So it will be 20 inches by the full length. If you have a rotary cutter, you can use it, and a rotary mat, you can use it to cut. If not, you can use a pinking shears or you use a scissors. This fabric doesn't fray. So this is the remaining fabric which I'll be using for my hat. And this is the fabric I just cut out, 20 inches by 60. So the next thing I'll do now, guys, is to fold the fabric right side facing right side. If you have not watched my video on how to determine the right and wrong side of a fleece fabric, I'll leave the link up there and also in the description box. Please watch it so you know which side you're folding against which, so you don't fold the wrong side against the wrong side. Okay, so now fold the right side against the right side. I'll fold the right side against the right side and pin down, because the fleece fabric is very stretchy here and it tends to move. So I'll pin it down. If you have clips, you can use clips instead of pins. Before I pin, I want to leave about 4 inches from this edge, because I want to cut this side into a fringe, both the top and the bottom. So I'll be measuring from the tip here 4 inches. Yeah, so I'll leave this side unpinned. So I'll be pinning from here actually up till here. I also want the bottom side, which is here, the downside, I want it to have a fringe as well. So I'll be measuring up 4 inches from here, to here. So this side, I would also cut this side into a fringe. So I'll pin all the sides together. Now that I'm done pinning, I'll be sewing from here straight down by half of an inch, that's 0.5 inch, and I'll be stopping 4 inches above the selvage. So you should back stitch at the beginning. You should do a reverse stitch at the beginning and at the end. So I'll be stopping here at this 4-inch mark. I'll do a reverse stitch. Okay, so now that I'm done sewing, the next thing I'll be doing is to trim close to the edge that I have sewn, because we'll be turning this inside out and we'll be doing an edge stitching. I'm done trimming the long side. So now, this is the selvage. I'll be trimming the selvage out. I should have done it earlier. I actually forgot. So the next thing to do is to turn it inside out. This our scarf is almost formed. Okay, so I'll flatten it. I'll flatten the scarf such that this seam, is together. This side is together. So I'll do that all the way down, and I'll pin this side. The reason I'm pinning here is because we'll be doing an edge stitching. We'll be sewing on this edge straight down, likewise on this edge. Ensure that the seams flatten out, and then you pin. So now I've pinned down from up to down. This was the point where we stopped. This is the 4-inch mark. Yeah, so I'll also be pinning from here straight down, and also this side up. Yeah, the reason is that we'll be sewing from up here. We'll be sewing from up here down across. Remember I said we'll be cutting this into a fringe, yeah? So we'll be sewing from up down here across, and then from down up to the other 4-inch mark, to this 4-inch mark here. Yeah, so we'll be stopping here, and then I'll also sew across to this point, and then after sewing we'll cut the fringe. I'll be sewing about 1/4 inch, yeah, on this side, yeah, straight down. When you get to this 4-inch mark, you put your needle in, your presser foot up, and then you turn again like we did the other time. So we'll be sewing from here to this end, and that's the last sewing you'll be doing on this scarf. The last thing actually that I'll be doing is to cut out the fringe. So I'll be eyeballing it anyway. I'll be cutting about 1 inch, no, let's say 1/2 inch, yeah, from each other. We'll just cut into a straight line. Ensure that you don't get to this seam here. It should be close, but it shouldn't get to this seam here. Okay, so when you get to the edge here, you know it's in a fold, so we cut the fold open. Okay guys, see the scarf we just made? You see how beautiful it is? You see the length? This is by 60, so if you want a shorter length, you cut something shorter than 60. And this is the width as well. If you don't want it to be as wide as this, you cut lower than 20. So this is the fringe as well. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Bye.